Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so today is our first day of our challenge, okay, within the group. And I will try and do my best to do a challenge each month to help you along in your life or your business or both, okay. So today is about clearing the past, okay. And sometimes as I asked in yesterday, wasn't it, in a poll of whether you had a mindset practice. Now, I asked that because sometimes you can have a mindset practice, but you haven't cleared all the past before you started doing that mindset practice. So it's very much like you're getting a plaster and you're just sticking on the plaster and you're feeling like it's going to be fixed, when unfortunately it's not that way of being fixed. We have to work on ourselves to really get that help that we're needing. Okay, so save my arms a little bit. So to get that help of not keep sticking on the plasters, yeah, we're going to have to go really deep down on our past, okay, and what's affected us and everything else. I'm very passionate about clearing the past because it would have still made me stuck, okay. And I love doing my mindset practice because once you get into that routine, it gives you that clarity, okay, it gives you that focus. You stop that procrastination, yeah, and you just get really determined, really focus on doing what you want in your life and or your business, okay. So clearing the decks is very important because you just don't want to keep sticking that plaster on and going, okay, everything's fine, I'm a duck on water and I'm just sewing on the top looking really smooth, but underneath you're really paddling because of things that have affected in your past are carrying on to affect you now. But you're just really going, it's okay, I am just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, so a little exercise that can be, let me just try and move that a minute, that can be quite really hard, can bring up a hell of a lot of emotions, okay, and it really gets it all shifted, okay, and it's very good for today as well. Okay, and that's why I started the challenge for today, okay, because it's good of releasing that old and letting go. And like the trees are doing at the moment, aren't they, they're just starting to lose their leaves, the ones that can, yeah, evergreens aren't, but the ones that can, they're starting to lose their leaves and it's starting to let go. And this practice will be able to let go of all the things that have happened during the past, from when you were a child all up to this present day, okay, so then you can move forward. Okay, so like me, going through divorce, not having a best friend that turned out not to be a best friend, yeah, family that were a bit untrustworthy, yeah, and you had to get rid of, but because you feel like there's family values and this is how it should be, you have that resistance, don't you? And then why? Okay, and you've got to get rid of it. You've got to clear it all out your system. It could be grief and loss, okay. And it's really important to really clear everything that's gone on, okay. It's a simple technique, but it can bring up a hell of a lot of emotions, unfortunately. But this is you a good release. And we can't just keep putting on plasters and going, we're okay. We've got to release what's happened to us, okay. Then we can put in the positive mindset practices that give us that clarity, give us that focus, stop us procrastinating and get in what we really want in life, okay? And that can build on to the ones who've got businesses, build onto that as business as well, okay? So you could have had a business that wasn't very good and then you've started a new one, but you feel like that's not going to be good either. You've got to get rid of it, okay? Or you feel like your family are not trustworthy and you haven't got family and people around you that aren't like-minded of you. Get rid of it. We can get like-minded people, okay? So you've got to give forgiveness, okay? And I know it's really hard to do people that have really hurt you, okay? I have struggled, hands up, I have struggled myself. So if you need help, you are not on your own, okay? You can PM me, email me, whichever, or just say I need some help within the group, okay? Whichever you feel comfortable with. I don't want you feeling like you're stuck, got all these resentment stories, all the things that have happened in the past that have just gone straight up to you and you're just like that black cloud. Because very much like a bottle of pop, as I want to call it, yeah? You build up that bottle of pop, isn't it? And because you've got that lid on that bottle of pop, it shakes up and it's just going to, one moment, going to just explode, okay? And that's where you get your depression and your low energy and your negativity and your whirlwind of a head and everything else that goes with it, because you just can't release. And this is a technique that just gives it that release where it just undoes that little bit of that bottle, and it doesn't need to get shook up, it'll just release gradually, okay? You can feel a little bit of emotional for this week, okay? And that's why it's good to do the other practices as well, to build you up. Not to do this and then feel a bit rock bottom, okay? But don't be on your own. Just get in touch with me, okay? So, what we're going to do is all your stories that you tell yourself that aren't true, yeah? Or what somebody's told you in your unconscious mind, you've believed it, okay? All the things that people have said and done, you may not have felt that they've affected you, but in your unconscious mind they have, okay? And we've got to get rid of it. We've got to flush it out of our systems, out of our bodies and out of our mind, and come on, we've got to do this and start anew. Okay, so on a piece of paper, we're going to write a big long list, okay? It can be, with me with my book, it can be 4 lots of these, okay? But it's very much write down a list of anything that has really affected you. So it could be, I can't believe my best friend turned out not to be my best friend. Yeah, I've got no trustworthy people around me. Yeah, I'm always going to be like this. Yeah, nothing's going to change. I can't. I won't. It's never going to happen. All those type of things. Yeah, get them writing down each statement, all the stories, yeah? Somebody might have said you're not good enough, and you put such and such said I'm not good enough, yeah? I'm never going to have a proper family, yeah? All those things that have been hurtful, made you resent your stuff, it's knocked your energy for 6, knocked you as a person for 6, okay? So it's very much, this will bring you from that old self of yours before you had that big massive black cloud, yeah, to bring in that person now that was that old self, missed that big black cloud, learnt from it and brought you to here it is now. Okay, so we're going to write each statement, okay? If you need help, just shout, okay? But we're going to write each statement. It may be that you feel like you're never going to get a good job, you're never going to get enough money, you're never going to get that good relationship of a person that you love, okay? Or a relationship with that family, okay? Have a look at it, right? Write every single statement down. You can go back to it afterwards if you want to, okay? But it is a big thing, and the more that you do it, the better it is. Bear with me, my mouth's just getting a bit dry. Okay, so we're going to write each statement down. Okay, I will try and put some examples within the group to help you, okay? So when you've done those statements, okay, we're going to get a red pen, because that very much goes, right, I'm crossing it all out. And as you write those statements and you've finished it and you've done it and you're very confident with it, okay, you cross out in the red pen and you say to yourself 5 statements, which is, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you, thank you, I release you, and cross it out. Okay, that's gone, that's dusted, end of. Okay, and we go on to the next statement. Okay, so I'm not good enough. So I'm not good enough was on there. So we're crossing out I'm not good enough. And we're saying, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you, thank you, I release you. And cross it out again if you want. Okay, and you go through every single statement. Okay, till you get to the bottom of the list. Okay, then you can get that piece of paper and you can go and burn it if you want to, okay? But if you want to just leave it so you know what you've written, because you might think of something a bit later on which you haven't put down. No, I didn't put that down. Okay, I'm going to write that statement, cross it out, and I'm going to say those 5 statements. Okay, because you've got to clear it. Because if you haven't dealt with what's gone all through your life and made you stuck, made you the way that you are now, and you're so down in the dumps, got that depression and everything else, you have got to do it. You've got to release. Okay, so if the more you've got resistance, the more that you need to do it. Okay, give it a go. All right, if you need help, it's absolutely fine. Okay, you're not on your own. Okay, so get decluttering. Yeah, and you'll feel so much lighter and so much vibrant. And go for a walk afterwards and go, right, okay, every single statement that I've just written has just gone straight in that old black dustbin, as you remember, that I could never take a lid off. That's how I always remember it. Yeah, and it's gone, and it doesn't affect from that time on. Yeah, whether it was 5 minutes ago, 5 seconds ago, it doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Okay, everything from then onwards, not relevant what you've written down. Okay, and start that going forward. And we'll put in some mindset practices for the rest of the week, okay, of getting you that clarity, getting you that focus. Stop you faffing about, procrastinating, saying you can't, you won't, you never happens, will totally disappear, okay? And this is a very big foundation to your life, having a big mindset practice, yeah, and to your business if you've got a business as well, or you're wanting to set one up. But if you're not feeling like you can't set up a business at the moment but would love to, put that in your statements, okay? Because it changed my life, and I can't stress it enough, by having just that basic mindset practice. And I do mine every single day. It's only either something seriously has happened within my family, or I've been really not well at all, which is not very often. That has been my time, yeah? But when things majorly do happen, the more you put that mindset practice in, the more you can set yourself free. Okay, so let's set ourselves free of clearing all that past. It's not relevant for today. After you've done all those statements, yeah, you write all those words. It could be words, it could be sentences, yeah, it could be whatever you feel, and cross it all out and say your 5 statements. Okay, hope that helps. Let me know how you get on. If you need help, post in the group. If you not feel confident with posting in the group, post me. Okay, private message me, email me, whichever you feel. Okay, but it's time to really get clear. Yeah, let go of everything that's holding you back. All those resentments, all the stories you tell yourself, all those things that people have told you as well aren't true. Okay, because as well, if you don't believe that what people have told you are not true, they have been mirroring themselves. So when people call you that you're not good enough, you're never going to have a family environment, you're not going to have this, you're not going to have that, this is what you are, this is what you do, that's a mirror image of themselves, and that's what they are. They're portraying themselves to you. Okay, it's got nothing really to do with you, but it could have knocked you for 6 and left you very, very, very struggling and very, very stuck. Okay, and it's probably affected you for since they've said it to now. And that's why you have to do the release, the letting go, and clearing the past. Okay, but just see that it's a mirror image of themselves. Because as well, don't forget that people that feel like they're high up on a pedestal, they'll soon get knocked off. And you may feel that you're rock bottom, but you'll rise up as they're falling down, okay? Because that's how it is, all right? So don't feel that you're on there. Bottom is the only way it's down, isn't it? But you can rise yourself back up, okay? And you didn't do anything wrong, okay? And you've got to release it. You've got to let it go, and you've got to really start afresh, all right? Need any help? Just give me a bell, okay? I'm here to help. Hope that technique's really good. Hope I've been able to explain it, but it's just write sentences down of what you've been told, your resentment stories and everything else. And then there's 5 statements, which are, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I release you. Okay? and you will feel like a weight has lifted off your shoulders. Now, I do this every single month, okay? So something could have happened in the month, okay? And I just do it. So I started off with 4 pages, like I showed you. 4 of those when I first started, okay? Now I would do probably a sentence that had gone on, but I still want to release it because I never want to be in that place where I was in the Black Cloud in 2010, okay? And it's not a nice place, and that's why I set up this group, okay? To get you more forward, to get you going, and to set up a business if you wanted to, or work on your business that you've got and get that life that you want, all right? And get more freedom and let go, and it doesn't matter what other people think. All right, take care. Bye for now.